This is the Hip Balls Podcast, Season 6. We're kicking it off big time, big style. It's happening today.
Tuesday.
Tuesday is when we release, right? I didn't even remember that.
It's been hella long.
It has been too long. You're here with your host, the lovely Tomb in front of me.
I thought you were going to say Tomb Raider. I don't know.
Yeah, the lovely Tomb Raider. This is David.
David Croft. And I'm with...
God,
okay, should I not continue?
We're like 5 seconds in.
Oh my God. All right.
You're already making me cringe.
It's good to be back. And I'm here with Iman.
That's me. How you all doing? How y'all doing?
I'm great. It's been, what, I'm going to guess a month.
I reckon about a month, yeah. I mean, since our 50th episode, I suggest strongly you go back and listen to that one. It was a good one, actually. I thought that 50th.
Yeah, I felt like I knew a lot about you.
Did we drink? Did we drink too much in that one? I don't remember.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
A lot has happened in a month, though.
Go back and find out.
Immediately, I was already thinking of an idea for season 6.
Oh, yeah. Well, go on. You want to tell the listeners
it's like,
or what?
even though everyone's going to know what the title of this podcast is. That's how much we're YouTubers.
Yeah.
We're just going to hint or subtly hint the person's name and then just not talk about it until we actually talk about it.
That's so
bad. Every time it's like, oh, are they talking about sauce?
No, I'm going to ruin your idea right now.
Okay. Killed it.
This podcast is all about YouTube. We're going to give you recommendations. We're going to give you news. We're going to give you, I don't know, anything that is even vaguely related.
Yeah.
Today, we are talking about the one and only Vsauce. He's a living meme.
Yeah, but we'll talk about him later.
I mean, we're not talking about him right now.
What's your favorite sauce?
Ooh, baby. Maybe reggae sauce.
Is that that's
wait?
Can I pick a brand?
Yeah, it's a brand. But can I pick hot sauce?
I was gonna say, oh no, that's too generic. It's gotta be hollandaise sauce or
hollandaise. Come on.
Burger sauce, garlic.
What's yours? Like mayonnaise or something?
It's actually mayo.
No.
Yeah, I think mayo would be my ultimate one.
That's so poor. I mean, I will give you it's pretty versatile.
Yeah, exactly. It does the job in every department.
I would go with if I had to pick it, reggae is a bit too out there.
Yeah, you're gonna put that in your pasta.
I'd rather ketchup over mayonnaise though.
Ugh.
But to be honest, just hot sauce in general.
Eggs.
It's gotta be hot sauce.
Eggs with ketchup, loser.
What? Yeah.
No, loser.
Do you put mayonnaise on there?
Well, no, I just don't put...
So, what you're saying is that your mayonnaise isn't good enough for eggs, but ketchup's good enough for some people for eggs? That makes ketchup better?
Sounds like we're going into a political thing here.
Yeah, we're getting a bit political. Sorry, this isn't a politics podcast. You know how it is.
Vsauce, all right.
Yeah. So, what's been going on? What's been going on with you?
So I've been kind of I say I've joined the gym, but I've only done a couple days.
Give me a break.
But
I joined the gym. Yeah. I walk past it every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing,
we actually
right?
mentioned this in the last podcast. I think you made the same joke as well.
Yeah, probably. New season, same joke.
And because of that, I'm now proper watching gym or fitness YouTubers.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What, here's how to do exercise?
Or just here's me at the gym, too, as well. I live in the gym. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Just vlogs?
It's almost like vlogging.
Give me some examples.
I know quite a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
I have my favorites as well.
We are the experts, after all, so I would expect you to know a lot of people.
Do you want me to give you, my favorite?
Yes.
Two males, 2 females?
I mean, to be honest, I'd be okay with 1 and 1, okay?
Too late. All right. So the first one you're not going to expect, but it is Zac Efron.
What?
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel.
He does?
He does.
Really?
And you know what? It came up in my recommended, and boy, was I recommended.
Well, recommended is that after having watched a bunch of workout stuff?
That's a good point. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. How many followers does he have? Or subs, rather?
I'm not that knowledgeable.
Oh my goodness, Dave.
I'll get back to you on that one. But he's doing okay. He's obviously it's not like a job. It's not like Will Smithing it. He's just
Will Smith. What, you're saying it's Will Smith's job now is YouTube?
Or I'll be taking it kind of serious, putting effort. But yeah, he's just he basically does the carpool karaoke by getting celebrities or other fitness people, and he just interviews them whilst they work out. Easy
Oh,
concept,
nice.
makes
Okay.
sense.
So he brings them into the gym and like
Yeah.
tests them. That's pretty cool.
And it's got a rocking body. Yeah.
So, oh my god, I knew that's why he watched it.
Yeah.
So I just looked it up. He's got 600k subs.
Yeah, and
That's-
he's only got like 8 videos.
I'll be honest. That's less than I imagined for Zac Efron.
Yeah, but his High School Musical days are gone. People,
I know,
he doesn't
but-
do that much.
I know, but I mean, okay, so
That for his fan base, that is.
take Jack Black for example.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about Jack Black a fair bit in the last season because he launched his YouTube channel, and he was barely
He killed
posting anything, and he's now like well over 1 million subs. Like he's killing it.
Yeah.
I would, if you had asked me, like,
Oh, yeah.
bet on who you think's going to get more when they launch their YouTube,
Wow.
I would have said Zac Efron because of his young. I mean, I know Jack Black's your audience is also younger, but Jack Black was big, like.
But he's got more collective wise. He's got a lot more. And like Zac
give you
Efron
that,
didn't.
yeah.
If Zac Efron went to like Instagram in like comedy videos, then he came to YouTube, maybe more. But since High School Musical, he's not done that kind of stuff for the people that love him.
I'll give you, but
place.
I mean, Jack Black. It's same for Jack Black though, because Jack Black, he's been in a couple movies. You know, like nothing.
You still think he's B-list? I think Jack Black's A.
Yeah, you know what? He's starring alongside The Rock. Like,
Yeah.
I would
And
say
he did that
actually,
movie everyone likes. Is it Love Actually? I can't.
Love Actually.
There's
was he in it?
there's one thing with Cameron Diaz, and there's 2 couples, and they swap lives. Anyway,
It's not on YouTube. I don't know.
Good one.
But the latest one he's filming Jumanji right now. He just finished filming
They're
Jumanji.
making a second one.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Um,
He was the best part of it.
yeah, the first one was actually good. Like I really enjoyed it. But he like, I don't know. I kind of would agree. Like A-list these days,
think he's hit A.
mainly because of those movies.
Yeah.
But that's a tricky one. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, his YouTube, he's
Alright.
still killing it. By the way,
I'll rush
Okay.
through the other one. Zach
Go ahead.
Perner, an Australian guy. He's just a cool dude.
okay. What does he do? So we've had Zac Efron. He does kind of interviews a bit. in the
Okay,
gym.
the rest that I'm going to talk about are so cliche. There's nothing.
yeah, go
there's
on.
nothing. I'm not proud.
Like what?
Like this is the standard of their uploads, and in this order. I make a video about me doing a workout. Next one, this is what I eat, like in a day or in a week, and I'll show you my meal preps. Third one is back to workouts. Fourth one, like gym haul, or like clothes, like this is what I recommend wearing the gym, and then repeat.
Really?
Literally, and they're proud of it. They honestly feel like they're like creative YouTubers, but I mean it pays the bills, right? So Zach Perner is the guy, and then Whitney Simmons, and I've forgotten the other guy's name.
Oh wow! I thought you were a big fan, David, of the gym YouTubers.
I can name loads, I just can't remember the favorite. But link in description.
Yes. By the way, any videos we talk about, we will link in the description.
Wow, same rules.
Of this podcast, so check it down below. Also, remember to subscribe to us on iTunes and any podcasting app if you're on Android, and you can also watch us on YouTube if you like. Not many people do like that, but that's fine. It's a podcast, you know.
Yeah,
I get it.
How have you been?
Oh man.
Nah, that's
Oh,
great.
man.
You're doing great. You're doing great. That's good to know.
So I've been super busy, just in general, just like really busy, just
Watching videos there, watching videos there.
Too many videos to watch, you know. But I mean, I guess recently my YouTube stuff has been kind of stale in a way. Like, I haven't been watching much new stuff. I've just been kind of sat like quite often recently. I've just been sat on the sofa on a weekend, and I'll just literally spend the afternoon just watching YouTube on the TV. I'll just watch a podcast that's like 2 hours long, like the H3 podcast, which is very, visual. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
Are you watching mainly stuff people you know?
Basically, yeah. That's my point. Like, I've really been watching a lot of kind of new stuff. Apart from Vsauce, I don't usually watch.
Yeah.
Although,
Well,
obviously
thank goodness the season is making us get out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
I think I gotta break the ice. I am watching a lot of other things outside of YouTube.
Oh boy,
Yeah. I'm watching a lot of Netflix, and I'm watching a lot of TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, me too. Part of the reason why I've part of my YouTube time has been taken away by watching TV shows. and another part's been taken away by watching TikTok. Like, I've been a lot on TikTok as well.
I can honestly say, before you even mentioned TikTok to me, I thought this was an app. I don't want to say like a childish app or just something really dumb and silly, but you know what? You gotta appreciate that it's a good product. It's a good platform.
It is just so, it is so well. I know we're a YouTube podcast, but like TikTok is so well done.
It's the old YouTube.
Like, yeah. It's like you just open it up and boom, there's a video right there. Don't like it, instantly another one. It's like it does.
And you're not force-fed crap you don't want.
Yeah, it's like it's so quick. It's so easy. It's so like.
Actually, no, you will get crap, but.
yeah, you get a lot of crap.
But it's not based. It's not like continuous crap.
Yeah. Again, I'm still having problems with the YouTube homepage, the recommendation feed. And you know something, like every person I talk to that doesn't watch as much YouTube as you and I, that you know, like normal levels of YouTube, every one of them complains about the homepage and the recommendations. Everyone's like, yeah, I like YouTube, but I can never find anything to watch. I can never find what to watch. That is literally what the homepage is for. It's crazy.
I keep getting T-Series videos.
Yeah.
What are these?
So, okay, dude. Recently, Susan Wojcicki.
Did her 3 monthly?
Yeah. So, she does every quarter. Every 3 months. She does a update. Sometimes it's a video. Sometimes it's just a blog post.
What's her role again?
She's CEO of YouTube. Yeah. So, she put out her most recent one in March, or at the end of March, or was it in April? I guess she released it in April. Anyway, she says they want to improve the trending tab. She's basically said, okay, we understand that the trending tab does not represent what people are actually watching on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And also, she said we want to make sure that there is a mix of big companies and YouTubers in there, with mostly YouTubers.
So she's aware.
Yes, she's aware that there is. It's just big companies. It's like it's crazy, you know. But yeah, so finally, it's like, duh. Obviously, they're gonna hopefully make some improvements. So we'll see. But it's good. It's a step in the right direction. Like everything she said was like good. The other thing she addressed was the whole like copy striking stuff. Oh my god! This is ridiculous.
I wish when she took that video, it was her at home and she's actually the bot that's like copy striking everything. Like, guys, I promise I will stop. Let me just understand what I should be doing.
It's her on the toilet, like block, strike, block, strike, like swiping through. So. Okay.
Is that a PewDiePie video? Delete.
Yeah. No trending for you. So, okay, recently there was a big problem with, there is a big problem with the copyright stuff on YouTube, but the H3 podcast, which is a really big podcast, really big channel, they have a 2-hour-long podcast, usually actually it's between 2 and 3 hours, and they had one segment, and one segment, it was about KFC's new marketing campaign, right?
Right.
And they have this weird marketing campaign going on. I'm not going to get into it.
Like mint gums?
No, it's not. It's not like that. It's the Colonel from KFC.
Yeah. Oh, they've animated him again.
Kinda. They've just made him hot.
Wait, as an old man like George Clooney.
Like a young guy with pecs and like
what's that thing
showing off his body.
What's that thing they do to games, like remastered or whatever?
Yeah, it's literally that. It's remastered, like
oh my god.
But remastered so it's a young dude with like
Zac Efron,
a sexy beard. It's literally Zac Efron. Like it's so stupid.
Now I want to watch it.
Anyway, but the H3 podcast was talking about it, taking the piss out of it, and saying, this is so ridiculous. And they showed a clip from this DJ set that KFC had done, like trying to be so cool and blah, all that. The clip was literally like 30 seconds long, maybe max 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Of, by the way, a 2.5-hour podcast. Think about that. What proportion that is. KFC were able to claim the entire video. The entire video. Can you imagine that? So they get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. Mm-hmm. All that money then goes to KFC because they claimed it. So it's like, Oh my god. Anyway, they obviously took the video down, cut out that part, and re-uploaded it. So that's fine. But the problem is that they then they won't get as many views on that video because when they first ping it out, it's it could ping up on everyone's phones or whatever, go in their sub boxes. But it's crazy. So they made a big fuss over this, as they should, and they're not the only ones. Like, so many people have had problems with this, but that's just like one of the extreme but also common examples of what actually happens. Like, PewDiePie gets it all the time, you know. It's so ridiculous. But on the other hand, as well, you have things like TikTok, which are the other extreme, and it's basically like, yeah, do whatever you want. We don't care. Yeah. It's like, I don't understand how it works. It's just all this copyrighted music. Like, how does it work? I don't understand.
But the thing is, they're not monetizing.
Yeah, but they've got ads in between, you know, when you're scrolling through.
Yeah, but that's different, right?
I guess it must be, because
it's like having a website where you can do whatever you want, your own personal website, but you can just have ads in the right bar.
I guess so, because it's like the ads aren't on the content. Yeah. It's like they're separate a bit. Mm-hmm. Whereas on YouTube, the ads are kind of in there.
And they're advertising, collecting these advertisers saying you will be part of the video. It's like it's their business mistake.
Yeah. Maybe they'll, in the future, TikTok is going to have problems. It could well do.
I think YouTube should just, actually, they're not going to make less money to make it a better platform, are they?
Well, no, exactly. Like, they can't. If YouTube makes less money, creators make less money, you know, True. Which sucks. So anyway, yeah, that was interesting. That was good stuff. I don't know, like, what else? What else have we been watching?
I will say, though, I don't want to, like, talk about TikTok more, but they are hitting YouTubers in terms of, like, promote us. Like, we'll fund your video if you just do you reacting to TikTok videos fans have made about you, which I think is, like, a great idea.
Oh, wait, are they paying people?
Seen, like,
how do you know?
I've seen, like, 3 different channels that I've watched. One is Misfits that has, like, Swagger Souls and all those guys.
Swagger Souls got a TikTok recently.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's probably part of the whole group that he's in. Like, he's in Misfits is like the team 10 of those CSGO players.
It actually is, yeah.
And basically they just had a video sponsored by TikTok where they just watch TikTok uploads of their fans. So people, like, using their content as the voiceovers for their TikToks. Like, it's a clever idea. It's like people dubbing with their own words, and they're just reacting to it.
That's interesting. Yeah. There's actually a guy on TikTok who's quite big, and his voice is so similar to Swagger Souls. It's like almost identical.
I should Google where he's from. That's an amazing accent.
It is an amazing accent.
It's great. Yeah. If I had that, this podcast would be abject.
Yeah. We got that British accent, though, boy.
We're actually, what research did we do? I think, like, more people listen outside of the UK than in the UK.
Yeah, that's true. But, well, I don't know. It's actually about 50-50.
Okay.
US, UK. Anyway. Shout out to our US listeners. Shout out to our UK listeners. And I'll tell you what, shout out to all the other listeners as well. Mm-hmm. Email us. What is it? hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. Where you from, boy?
Yeah, if you want to, you know, us to cover a YouTuber, just let us know. We'll do that.
Exactly. Or if you want to, you know, talk smack. Let's do it.
Okay. Someone's ready.
Bring it. I'm ready!
For common warfare.
Oh, man. Okay, so what else have I been watching? Dude, I've been watching, like, some old memes as well. There's this one called Nietzsche Walk. As in like nature, but Nietzsche. It's a comedy. It's like 3 videos, comedy sketch. Apparently, I'd never heard of it before, but it's really well known. And it's just this guy going around nature like, that's pretty neat.
Okay,
it's really funny.
Neat, isn't it?
It's actually really funny, yeah. Besides that, I have actually, about 2 weeks ago, I'm about to talk about tier list videos. Okay? Mm-hmm. These are big right now. About 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks, iDubbbz, who from earlier podcasts you will know I absolutely love, he released a tier list video, as in TIER. Okay, so it's basically rankings like S, super special, A, B, C, D, E, F.
Proper Japanese ranking as well.
Yeah. Okay. Gotta have the S up there, you know.
Triple S if you're special.
Yeah. So he released this video ranking fast food places.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like, I don't know, it was so sloppily done. Like even for iDubbbz, as in,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say like, oh, that sounds like him.
yeah, it was like even sloppily done for iDubbbz, and but that's part of like the charm of it.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm probably gonna upload more of these. They're really easy to make." So yeah.
That's how I feel about Max Murphy videos. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna put more out. It's easy.
By the way, Max Mofo Pokemon, he just hit 1 million subs on his Pokemon channel.
Not bad.
Anyway,
Mr. Beast on 18 million. I'm just throwing out facts.
yeah, 18.
Yeah.
Man,
And he was on like 6 last year or something.
Yeah, for
Obviously,
sure.
things have helped.
Killing it, absolutely killing it. Anyway, so iDubbbz released this video, and then H3H3 Productions basically did a comeback. He did his own like fast food rankings.
Okay.
iDubbbz actually released a second one. He ranked, so funny. He ranked U.S. presidents.
Oh, I've seen someone else do that.
This video got to like number 4 in trending for gaming. Like, it's so ridiculous because his channel, he doesn't even do much gaming on that channel. He doesn't do any gaming on that channel, but for whatever reason, they got classified as gaming and got to number 4, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, so H3 made a response. Video Game Donkey made his own one.
Wait. So are these actually all rankings on just other things? I thought they were ranking YouTubers.
No. Okay, so iDubbbz made his 2. H3 made a response on the fast food one, saying like you're wrong, and gave his own rankings of the fast food.
Everyone knows that Subway is last.
Yeah. Donkey gave did a YouTuber one ranking YouTubers. Gotcha. It was really hilarious, like ridiculous. He had like triple S rank. He had Shadow Realm rank.
Nice. Yeah, Donkey knows what's up.
He's so good, man. And then also there was I don't know if anyone's heard of Review Bra, otherwise known as Report of the Week. He's affectionately known as Review Bra. He's the kind of kid who's been making videos for years and wears a suit in every video.
The suit wearing one,
and just reviews fast food basically and energy drinks.
This is like his angle. This is his territory.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I haven't actually watched his video yet, but I can't wait. But he made his own tier list for
everyone shut up.
Man, basically, like iDubbbz single-handedly started a big trend on YouTube. If you go and type in tier list on YouTube now, you'll see all these videos posted in the last 2-3 weeks, and it's all spawned from him. And it's like it was the most off-the-cuff nothing video, but that's the thing about iDubbbz is like he's so how do I put it?
He's the most being himself.
Yeah, he's like so influential. Even if he doesn't have the most subs, he's got probably like
6 or 7.
Is it that? I don't even know if it's that many, but anyway, he's got a few million subs, but he's just so influential. You know, he's just got like so much impact. If he makes, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. So man, I've been absolutely loving those videos at the moment. I can't wait to watch Review Bros one.
Do you know what it is? I know we're only in May, but man, that what's it called? YouTube Rewind. Cannot wait.
Oh my god!
Such a popcorn moment.
Oh, for real.
Because of all the promise.
There is so much hype, so much weighing on that video. Man.
The best idea. She's copyright copy striking them. Just like a whole video just like taking off the strikes.
Everyone honestly would be like
absolute likes.
Amazing. This is incredible.
I actually think if she was hilarious enough, she'd do it.
Yeah. But oh man, can you imagine being in the team that has to make that?
That's pressure. Now's not the time. Now's not the time to work for Google.
Jeez, yes, for real, yeah. By the way, actually, iDubbbz has actually 7.3 million now. Yeah. So I was seriously underestimating, but still, that's not by a long mile the biggest YouTuber.
Yeah. Compared to the views he's getting and the trend, the influence, sphere of influence.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, give me some more. Like, what else you been on this week apart from gym?
All right, I have watched a couple of Vsauce videos.
Okay, yeah. I've been watching a few as well.
Yeah. Okay. So,
it is our YouTuber of the week. To be fair,
that doesn't mean he's my favorite YouTuber of the week.
Ooh. Who is your favorite YouTuber of the week?
I don't have one.
Are we doing that?
No. Ooh, nah. Season 7. Season 7.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. I'm new to him. I know you've like seen the memes he's like spawned from back in the past.
I with Vsauce it's weird. Like I've seen more Vsauce memes
Than his actual videos.
Which is weird.
He does seem like a guy who enjoys his videos though. Like he enjoys making them.
Yes.
Which is rare to find.
Yes.
And he's been doing it for a while.
He's been on the H3 podcast as well.
And I haven't seen this.
Yeah. And hearing him talk about the videos he makes and stuff, it's like, he's genuinely just fascinated and interested by this. So Vsauce, I mean, he is massive, probably 14 million subs. No, it is 14 million subs on his main channel.
He's got like 3.
I think 4, but but on his other channels, it's like
4 and 6.
4, 6.
No big deal.
It's like, just casual, a few extra million, whatever. But he is essentially a science or education learning channel.
Make you think.
Channel. Yeah. So he'll come out with something like, what if everyone on Earth jumped at once?
Yeah.
And then he talks about it, and then he talks about he doesn't just talk about that topic.
That's what I do like.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, yeah. He talks about other stuff around it. So typical videos are like 20 minutes long.
Which shows he's actually a good YouTuber because I'm going to give you a title that's going to make you think, ooh, but I'm not just, like, if I just talked about that title, it would be 1 second, like every thumbnail.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
And then he goes on and gives you actually better stuff than what you thought.
It's like it's like these clickbait titles that he goes super deep into.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy because you think that's an interesting question, but then his answer or explanation is like, wow, that is so much more interesting than I even thought.
Yeah.
And he's very like charismatic. I think he's good at talking, and he's really like passionate.
The right balance of like nerdy and entertaining.
Yeah,
because when someone's too into what they're doing, like us, we're boring.
Yeah.
You gotta like have something else. Like, okay, actually, no, he's good on camera.
And the other thing is, his videos are obviously scripted, but
you know what? I didn't even think about that.
But yeah, exactly. But they are obviously scripted. But the way he talks and stuff is so it doesn't feel scripted
like
at
John
all.
Chon, literally like John Chon.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You forget that there was something written and he read it and he said it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Vsauce video?
No. So I will say, like, I have. If you look at his recent videos, it's all from the show Mindfield.
Yeah.
Which is his like YouTube premium show. The episode's like 20 odd minutes long. Most of his videos are 20 odd minutes long anyway. Yeah. I haven't watched any of those. I've been watching all his older stuff that is just like
cheapskate,
yeah. Just like the normal stuff on his channel basically. And I wouldn't say I haven't had any favorites so far, but they're always just like they're just interesting and they just develop into areas like you don't expect.
Yeah.
What about you? Watched some Minefield ones, right?
Yeah. One, because I've never really used YouTube Premium other than that Poppy video ages ago that we watched. So I watched The Power of Suggestion. Well, I watched like a lot, like 4 or 5.
Wait a minute.
From each season of Minefield.
You say The Power of Suggestion?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he takes truth serum?
No.
Oh, okay. I've got one thing I have seen of his show. Right?
Okay. This Power of Suggestion is episode 6 of season 2, and there's so many different experiments going on that kind of revolve around the same topic but not all together. So like some one bit they get a lot of like test subjects, like students, to come in and they pretend that they have an MRI scanner that can tell what number they're thinking of, and it's not even on. They're just showing them fake like brain scans. And they just have a magician who writes the number as soon as the person says it. Like, yeah, you said 27? Yeah, it's right there. And then they were just trying to ask them, what did you think of the machine? Like, before telling them the truth, like, were you feeling anything? Everyone's like, yeah, I got this, like, tingling sensation. It's just, like, showing how people think when they believe in science or have faith in science. It was, like, really, really
That's
entertaining.
So interesting, yeah. The one I just remembered, so I haven't seen the whole episode, but I watched part of a Minefield one, which was Vsauce Michael. By the way,
I don't get it. What do you know the history of that?
His intro, it's just his intro. Like, his intro is so amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
But like logic wise would be like because somebody else would come in and start an episode and be like Vsauce David here. That's but it's like okay.
I'll tell you why. Like what I love about his intro is it's so refreshing. Yeah. All YouTubers these days are like, hey guys, I'm I'm Glyphix and and today,
what's up guys?
What's up guys? I'm gonna be talking to you about this and be sure by the way to subscribe and blah blah. He's just literally and he's got 20-minute videos.
I don't have time to waste.
Yeah, it's like he's got 20 minutes. He can mess about if he wants, but he comes in. It's like boom, Vsauce, Michael here. What if I told you that? And he is straight into it, directly into like the deep stuff, the interesting stuff. It's just awesome. Like, and that intro became such a meme.
Oh yeah. That's the only meme I know.
Yeah. So he gets involved. He's been involved with iDubbbz. He was in some of his videos. Yeah. In the human cake episode video.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, not that video.
We're not going to get into that. He was also in, How to Basic?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Spoilers, I mean, it's an old video, like, whatever, but How to Basic's face reveal video, they went through this whole thing, like, a whole long video. At the end, unraveled it, and it was, hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Oh, see, I saw that video, and I had no idea that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so anyway... Back to this minefield that I watched. He got some professionals, to give him truth serum, which is a real thing. It's a real drug.
I don't believe it.
Well, here's the thing. And he was trying his hardest to not give away certain information. So it was just small thing. It was like the name of his sister. I don't know, some other little things. Yeah. And he went in like trying his hardest, like I don't want to give away this info. And he did it in the end. And it was so interesting the way it worked. It wasn't like you think truth serum is like inject it and
all of a sudden
spouts the truth,
I really hate podcasts.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm not giving it to you. It's like it's more like you become very suggestive, basically like you're on drugs.
But is it really more on how the person's asking it, or is it...
Yes, okay. Yeah, exactly. So this professional that was doing it wasn't asking, what's your sister's name? Yeah. He's asking roundabout. So like, so where did you go on holiday? Who did you go on holiday with? Oh, your family?
By the way, best way for a first date.
Yeah.
just roundabout questions. Never get direct. Just roundabout questions.
Keep them guessing.
Make them be like, I guess I have to tell you everything. Yeah. Like, I didn't ask.
Yeah. So he like resisted for ages. They said actually he was, above average for that. But obviously in the end, it was so interesting. It was just
I would actually watch that.
Bizarre.
It's nice to see someone like, develop or like, open up whilst resisting. It's great.
Yeah, it was cool. So yeah, what about the other minefields that you watched?
There was one, actually, I think this was not a minefield one. I think it was just a should I die kind of video. I think that was the title of it.
I've heard
about
of that.
Like death denial and things like that.
I've heard he mentioned that on a podcast. It wasn't his conclusion like I want to die.
Yeah, something like that.
He's literally a living meme. I'm not even kidding.
But he did ask a very important question that I'm just gonna have to ask you. If you had, and I don't know why it was 34 days specifically. If you had 34 days, what would be the top 5 things you'd do if you knew you were gonna die in 34 days?
Oh boy, man,
too much on the spot.
Yeah, I mean that's hard. Like 34 days.
Yeah, it's not like that common question like, oh, if you had £1 million and everything at your disposal, like what would you do with literally what you have now?
I need to finish Sekiro, so
I would finish watching.
Oh, I would browse TikTok at least one day.
You would make a video that had to trend. I think that would be my.
Oh yeah.
I would have to make a video that trended.
That's an interesting point. Like 34 days, I would want to like I don't know, record all of it. Not necessarily to like put out there, but I would probably want to record out of it.
Gonna do that.
I know, but it's like okay. So do you remember that movie 120 28 hours or something. It's about the guy who falls down a cliff.
What's his name?
And he gets his arm trapped under a rock.
Wow,
James Franco acted in it.
Yeah.
That guy, when he was trapped, thinking he was going to die, made a video. This is really morbid. Made a video about it, but he never ever put the video out at all. Nobody's seen it except James Franco to help him act in the movie.
Wait. The true story is he only showed James because he wanted to make a movie about it.
Because James, like, he wanted to get into the character and like understand it and everything. But
I see.
That's why I wouldn't put any videos like that out. This is kind of getting kind of morbid, but
can I act in your video?
yeah, totally.
Cool. This is me, Ivan.
Yeah. But okay, so how does it go in?
So
Vsauce?
For him, he was like, I would spend a couple days creating a bucket list. I mean, that was pretty much
spend 2 days making a list.
Basically, of what he would do.
That seems like a waste of time, to be honest.
Yeah, that's almost everyone's first thought. But he was like, because when it comes, you don't really like realize that it's going to happen until the last 3 days. You're actually kind of almost excited at the beginning, which I can kind of get. And the rest of the video obviously wasn't all focused on that point. It was more on like people's comfort in knowing that, like, say war is happening and you somehow feel safe, even though people can die all the time. You just think if war is happening, oh, I'm safe. You know, like you take comfort in survival when you know death is far away. It's just like, a lot of eye-opening questions, basically.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. It's like, it's a remote. You don't imagine it for yourself.
Yeah,
I get you.
Until it's like right there.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So okay, one of the ones I did watch was the video was called "Messages from the Future," right?
Yeah. Okay, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, 11 million views. Like he gets regular 10 million plus.
Yeah. Why does YouTube Premium? I get it, but why does YouTube Premium not show the view count?
Oh, good question.
Is it because they know it's like Poppy? Like, you want to appear popular, but if you actually show that it's low, you're like, wow, a lot of people don't watch Premium.
Definitely. Yeah. Because if they showed that number, then someone would they'd be able to estimate, okay, how many premium subscribers are there, and then share price, all that stuff.
Yeah, they'll be like, people reconsider paying.
Yeah, not good.
£12.
Okay, so messages from the future for the future. Like I said, easily gets 10 million views like every 2-3 videos, stuff like that. Yeah. This one was about...
I actually made a mistake. I think the messages for the future one is where he asked the 34-day question, not the should I die one. I know you asked that at the minute.
I don't think so. This wasn't a minefield one. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I do vaguely remember him asking that question. But anyway, this video was talking about messages that human beings have sent out into space to be discovered by aliens, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there's this one.
Have you ever done that, like as a kid, like
shouted from space? Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
crazy guy. No, like buried. Like something in
like
in the
time
ground.
capsule thing.
Capsules.
That's not really for aliens, but
Oh right, it's not for. Oh right.
No,
you doing it for different reason.
That's for future human beings.
Oh, that I know.
Aliens gonna come down.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna inhabit the world.
Dig up this thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's more humans, if I'm honest. Like, come on, bruh. So I hate to disappoint, but. I do remember burying those though.
I guess I'll just
get that was a big thing, like
Game Boy Color back out.
Yeah. So there's one thing that has been sent into space. Well, there's been a bunch, like a ton, but there's one that's really interesting, which is this plaque. It's actually a record.
So I don't know why it was going to be a YouTube plaque.
Okay. Yeah. Since 1 million sub plaque. So it's a record, as in. A vinyl record.
Okay.
It's not made of vinyl. It's made of gold because gold is the least reactive metal, so it'll last the longest, kind of thing, something like that. And on one side, you can actually play it on a turntable. On the other side, there's printed images of like a man and a woman showing what they look like. There's also these dots notations to show like where stars are in order to locate Earth.
Okay. Not bad.
It's like it's so interesting and so clever how they do it, because Vsauce was making the point, like, obviously you can't go and put like centimeters or something on there because that's a human made up thing. The only common form
that would
of
translate
that would translate to anything is mathematics and physics, because we believe, at least, that to be constant across the whole universe. But then an alien could literally be, his body could be made of something that disintegrates gold, metal. You know, he could look at it.
It might not
and
even think.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, it's so difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's absolutely fascinating.
I was actually watching a gameplay video on YouTube where they were trying to, it was just a flawed game because they showed Navajo land trying to show information to like an American, and they drew a crown and they wrote the word crown, and the commentator was like, if this is ancient Navajo land, they would not speak English. And it's just like the whole point of like trying to make a game where we understand, but it also makes sense that they would have never used English.
Exactly.
So you got to communicate in a way that you don't think, that you're not thinking like a human. Yeah,
exactly. Like, imagine that's two languages like that, two completely different cultures, already difficult enough. Imagine that where they don't even...
They might be blind.
There's no relation. Yeah. You know, literally, it's like, it's crazy. Anyway, so interesting, that one. That was a really, really good one. He also did all kinds of like, just all of his videos. It's like, I'm not interested in this thing. I'll click it. Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah. I agree. It's like you said, you can almost... It's a podcast in itself. Like, you can listen and minimize it. You could have it in the background before you go to sleep. It's what's that guy? Bob Ross material. You know, it's just soothing.
Yeah. The one as well. I was actually been doing that a couple nights. Like, just started watching it, finished it off. Obviously, YouTube Premium, lock the screen. Still listen to it. Carry on.
£12 a month.
Yeah, £12 a month. Yeah, totally worth it. Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah. And there was one. I mentioned it before. Like, what if everyone jumped at once?
Yeah.
And it's just like he goes so in depth on the subject.
And like, even when you know halfway that it's not gonna make a difference if we all did.
Yeah.
Like it has an impact for that 1 second. Yeah. It's like, still, it's not, you're not there for the conclusion, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. That's the thing. It's like the clickbait gets you, but then
the journey.
It's good. Like more than the clickbait. It's the opposite of clickbait.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
Like, you're actually clicking to know more rather than what is on the face.
The majority of clickbait is like, click this. Okay, the clickbait is 0.1% of the content, whereas with him, it's like, we don't just answer the clickbait question. Yeah. We answer like a million other things as well. It's like, this is too much information.
Like, you could not fit all the questions on a thumbnail.
Like, I can't say, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's so ridiculous. Yeah. But so I've got to say, I've been really enjoying it. So we mentioned before as well about how he's just a living meme. Yeah. So there was that one about his intro. There was also, it's so weird and obscure. It's such a strange meme, but there's this one. It's not so big anymore, but it's just that Vsauce loves corn. That was the meme. Like, I don't know how this came about.
Have you seen like the original video it came from?
No, it came from images. There was just like random images, maybe taken from his videos.
Oh, okay, where he's probably just 1 second in the whole entire video,
like whatever.
Corn.
Yeah.
And there's like just like this reaction.
Yeah. There's literally like 2 or 3 videos. He's eating corn, like corn on the cob thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, Vsauce loves corn. But then he played up to it as well.
It brings out his intelligence.
Yes, like that's the thing. Like, he knows.
Yeah. Kind of like Elon Musk, how he trends.
It's so interesting. Yeah. It's like, he's not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he knows he is funny and kind of plays up to it a bit. And so he kind of, just got into that. It was pretty funny. But in general, he's just a funny guy. He's entertaining. He's charismatic. Yeah.
We'll put most of the stuff we've mentioned. And then, I know the 30 minutes are not everybody's cup of tea, but definitely once you open it, you'll be entertained.
check the we won't link premium videos because that's unfair.
Hey, some of our listeners could be.
Oh, that's true. All right, we can come premium, But if you want to taste, check the description for some links, and obviously to click those links, you need to be subscribed, on iTunes.
I should have known you were gonna say that. In other, but not that, it's not even news, but like, do you know what I found hilarious is, Jake Paul gave his house to a designer to use as a house party a couple days ago.
I saw this in the news.
Oh, in the news?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what
Bad
kind
stuff.
of news?
You can't carry on. Tell me the start.
Well, I don't know much about it.
Bad news.
Bad news. Well, what I liked is, this is what we've been saying. If there's one thing I've said consistently on this podcast, is the best job I would ever take in my entire life. If I had 34 days to live, it would to have a job where I am the agent for a falling YouTuber. How I can resurrect their career.
Yeah.
And he's got a house. He doesn't use it. So he made the whole Project X thing of like the craziest dirt bikes ramping too many people to be in a mansion kind of party. And it was just impressive.
Really?
At least from, obviously people can like just show the good bits on their Instagram stories.
So he basically threw a giant party at his mansion.
Yeah, and it wasn't even for him. It was for a designer, the musician or whatever.
So the bad news that came from this, which I read in the last few days, is there's been reports, it's actually not confirmed yet, but there's been reports that I think 3 underage girls
that might happen.
ended up having their drink spiked. Were they underage?
I definitely
3.
thought
I don't know if they were.
Would have found their way.
Yeah, obviously. I think they were underage teenagers having drink spikes, getting drugged, and ending up in hospital. So apparently, ended up wandering the streets half naked, having to be taken to hospital, stomachs pumped, all that stuff. Thing is, it hasn't actually been confirmed yet. Like I said, there's been reports of it, but they haven't been able to confirm it with the hospitals. So it's a bit, what's going on.
Yeah.
But
he should have Dan Bilzerian it. Everyone signs before they get in.
I know, proper security, but
you know what you're gonna get.
But even if that happens, still people are gonna get spiked. Their drinks spiked. It can happen, and that's still gonna get out.
That's part of life, though.
David, goodness.
Hey, I've been spiked.
I know, but oh my goodness. Okay, David's only saying that from a place of having been a victim. Not even kidding. And okay, so he's not a bad guy. Okay.
What is that? What people's first conclusions would be?
Yes, definitely.
Vsauce David here, giving you life instructions.
Yeah. Oh man. So I don't know.
That is a shame, though.
I gotta keep it on.
They somehow got in there.
Yeah, I mean it's really it's pretty awful, but dude. He has enough. Jake Paul is such an idiot. Do you know that?
I thought
he's such an idiot. But he has such issues, I appeal to a younger audience, but I'm also don't do the greatest stuff all the time.
But I'm still a role model.
Yeah, exactly. And it's and then he throws a party and just anyone can come, no problem. Obviously you're gonna have issues, man. Where is your manager? Where's
me?
Lawyers? Where are they? Yeah, where's Dave? Get you a David saying, dude, bad idea. Look,
I'd hold a clipboard that has no information on it. I'm bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That thing, stop it.
It literally, I mean, all it would take, like you said, Dan Bilzerian it, just post a guy at the door. You know what?
I bet they were, but they weren't
not proper.
Yeah,
though.
Exactly.
Not only are you gonna keep out the youngsters and all that stuff, you're also gonna make your party seem cooler. If you've got security, can't get in, that makes it seem cooler.
You stop the paparazzi as well.
It's a win-win, dude. Man,
just simple management.
So how did you find out about it? Did Jake post about it on his channel?
No, I just saw it on Instagram stories from in my explore page.
Ah, got you.
But, yeah.
Man,
I really did like the Project X movie.
Wait,
Have you not seen the movie? It's like where three kids put on like the house party of a lifetime. It's like a 2012, 2014 movie, maybe.
Yeah, and the whole house got trashed, right?
Yeah, but it's a good movie.
Australian, I think.
Nah, it was American.
No? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's like a becoming of age movie.
Does he have green sunglasses?
What,
no, is it a real thing?
Wait, what?
Is it a real story? A document?
I don't think it was a real story.
Fine. Fine. Anyway, there was a story like years ago now of this kid who
what you did in uni is like
okay forget it. Kid put on a big party, house got trashed. He was like really funny to the he was such a meme back before memes were even like a thing. Anyway,
last thing on movies, have you seen the Sonic trailer?
Oh my god, this has been so amazing. I know. On YouTube.
Oh man, and you've seen the
my god
critical Penguin Zero on YouTube who ate peppers every time something cringe happened in the trailer.
And he was dying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his reactions and his explanations, but his actual him dying was hilarious.
The whole thing was just such a mess. And you know something? They're going to fix it. They're going to redo the whole thing.
That's good marketing. Because I didn't care, and now I care because I want to know what
now I want to see what happens with Sonic. Like, imagine if that was intentional. I don't think it is, but imagine if it was.
But then think about it. It would have worked with, like, Aladdin because everyone was like, oh, the Will Smith as the genie is going to look terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, you know.
Oh, my God. But the way they designed Sonic, it literally looked like a man in a costume. It's they designed it on the computer. Yeah. You know, a completely CGI character.
What is the budget?
And made this guy look like a guy wearing a suit. Like, why? It's so crazy.
And why are you making a movie?
How in the world did it get through any stage of anything? Like,
who said, I'll put more money into that.
One single Sonic fan in the room would have gone, that looks stupid. Forget Sonic fan. It just looked creepy.
Get a kid.
You don't
get
need
a kid
to,
in and be like, do you like it? No. Okay.
Exactly.
Working on it.
Oh my god.
I want
so bad.
Once I start this career, I'll leave YouTube and go into movies. And then I'll be like, no. It's so easy to be like, really?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
And even if they don't listen to me, I'll just like make a whole like vlog channel about why people don't listen. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. All right, okay. I think that wraps us up for the season 6 first episode. What's the opposite of finale?
I knew you were thinking of what that word would be.
What would that word be?
Pilot. No. No, that's when you don't know what you're
Anyway,
doing.
Season 6, kick-off, launch, season 6, into the stratosphere.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Remember to follow us on iTunes. Leave us a like. I'm not going to give you too many instructions. Follow us on iTunes or any podcasting app on Android is the best place to get us. Listen to episode 50. I recommend it. Check the description. You can get some links for the videos we've talked about today. And hit us up at hitpausepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening. We will see you next Tuesday.
Okay, next Tuesday it is.
What do you mean? We're every week, David.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya.